Good afternoon. So I have a 4-card spread I wanted to jump into today for the sake of time. I went ahead and pulled them early, and I have the Two of Pentacles, the Temperance in reverse, Five of Inspiration, and the Wheel of Fortune. And so let's see, overall, I feel like this is the energy of working through something. It almost feels like it could be some type of decision, but there's the need to work through something. Definitely with the Two of Pentacles, this gives the energy of juggling some type of responsibilities right now. The Two of Pentacles. Just see her holding those two roses in both hands. It's almost like the energy of juggling amongst all the other roses falling at the same time. And so this could be the energy of juggling responsibilities or finding some type of balance or finding your center and being grounded and doing that with all the tasks that you have going on at the same time. Maybe too many tasks right now. And having multiple priorities that you're looking at or decisions. And Pentacles does talk about finances. This could be financial decisions that you're making right now. It could be just a feeling of feeling overwhelmed right now while you're trying to manage your resources and staying afloat, you know. This could involve some type of change coming in or the need to be flexible. But I do get the energy of just juggling, right? Multitasking or juggling, all these things coming at the same time and you feeling a little bit of overwhelm while trying to handle everything at the same time. How do you do it? You know? So what could this be? Let's get a little clarity on that. Clarify that Two of Pentacles. To be exact, what is this Two of Pentacles? Clarify the Two of Pentacles, Spirit. Ooh, we have the Hierophant, the Five of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like there's multiple roles that you play. I'm getting the energy of possibly being in this level of teacher, counselor, like someone who definitely is the go-to for a community, right? Someone who holds like a higher level of stature in some type of way. Someone who possibly speaks some type of truth and keeps confusion at a minimum, like brings in a level of truth to this to dissolve conflict, you know, or confusion, right? And so I feel like you are possibly, this energy of feeling overwhelmed could possibly be many people pulling on you for something, right? Just being in that energy of having to be the support on many different levels, possibly to many different people as well. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. Now, this could definitely be from a spiritual standpoint. It doesn't have to be. It could actually be more in line with just being in a position to counsel or being looked at in that way. Being the support for those around you. Having a higher level of wisdom and trust in that way. And so that could be definitely part of that sense of overwhelm that I'm sensing right now in this moment. With the Temperance in reverse, though, that's feeling a little bit unbalanced. This is Temperance in reverse. Upright, the Temperance represents balance. The Temperance represents Um, being able to take what it is that you have or are doing and actually turn it into something useful for yourself. It's harmoniously mixing everything, avoiding excess, not too little, not too much, just being really successful in mixing. But in reverse, though, it's the opposite of those things. It's being really out of balance or out of sync with whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah. And so there could be things that are out of balance right now. Maybe could possibly be giving too much of yourself. I can't help but feel that energy. Giving too much of yourself. Or doing too much of something. It's definitely being out of balance, but let's find out what that is. Why is Temperance in reverse? So the King of Pentacles came out. The Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, doing too much. Doing too much. So I could possibly be talking to someone that really loves to see other people fulfilled, and in the midst of making things happen or making things right for others, it's easy to kind of forget about what's needed for you, the time and the space needed for you to refresh yourself or refill your own cup. The King and the Queen of Pentacles are out here. So this could talk about just being the go-to person again, right? The King of Pentacles is definitely like the energy of that, that person that would have the resources, all of the resources in order. They're very responsible. And so they're always the one that don't have to get ready because they stay ready, but it can become a crutch, when you position yourself to always be the one that people go to get themselves out of trouble, right? Sometimes they have to learn the lesson that needs to be learned and not always place yourself in a position to run in and rescue people. I'm getting that for whoever that's resonating with. Sometimes it's necessary to shut off yourself so that people can learn their lesson, right? And so the King of Pentacles is definitely financially stable success. It's also the energy of tradition. It's the cool old uncle, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles too, or the cool old auntie, that everybody goes to because they're stable and financially fit, And then the Queen of Pentacles is the one who provides that nurturing type of energy, And so however that plays out for you, whether it's from the nurturing aspect or the financial supporting aspect, there's a need to really pull back because the energy is saying that you're out of balance. Maybe you've given too much. Maybe you've done too much. And that's what has you in that energy right now. Yeah. Sometimes it's just getting comfortable saying no, right? And I found that when I started to really say no more often, there was a greater level of appreciation that came in. People were less apt to think that they can, misuse you or take you for granted. There's a better way to say that. So why is the Five of Inspiration here? We also have the Five of Inspiration. This brings in that energy of, scattered energy. See all these different versions of her just kind of just really aimless. It's almost like not sure what to do. Lots of energy, but not sure what to do with it. There's the sense of just being aimless or not really having the challenges necessary. Um, it could also point to a level of competition, friendly competition, but I'm apt to believe with the other cards that came out, this is the energy of discord, of just being scattered, not really sure what should be being done right now. Or the energy of feeling like you don't have enough of something. So let's see what this is. The Five of Inspiration. Why is this Five of Inspiration here, Spirit? Why is that scattered energy coming into this reading here? And this doesn't have to be you. This could be concerning those that would be around you. Maybe needing some direction, needing some, way to exert that energy that's not being used. Why is the Five of Wands? So the Five of Wands clarifies the Five of Wands. Okay. So I have the Five of Wands clarifying the Five of Wands and the High Priestess. Okay. And the Page of Cups. Okay. And so with the Five of Wands, let me see. So the Five of Wands clarifying the Five of Wands. And so this could actually talk about competition or struggle in some type of way. But I'm apt to believe it's more like struggle and trying to find resolution to some type of tension. And I feel like that tension is around aimlessness or just not knowing what to do with yourself. You know how you have kids sometimes that when they're young and it's summer, they don't really have a schedule or any type of structure. There's that wallowing sense of aimlessness and boredom, right? It's almost like that type of energy I'm getting. And with the Page of Cups and the High Priestess, this is, yeah, definitely youthful, creative energy. So is this young people that need just some more guidance and structure? This could be young people coming towards you, young people around you. And I'm getting the energy of not having enough of a challenge. I don't know why my nose is itching. Not having enough of a challenge, or not needing to be coddled, right? Just needing to be allowed to get out there and find like what it is that they can be doing, right? Not providing all of the solutions, providing structure and challenges, but allowing them a little bit more space to provide solutions for themselves to figure it out. Because the energy's there. The Five of Wands is that energy that's available, but it's unstructured. It's unchanneled energy. And this could also be energy, intuitive energy as well, with this High Priestess. So you could have some young people like with intuitive energy that's not quite sure what to do with it, is what I'm sensing here. Yeah. Maybe needing some guidance in that way. That's very interesting. That's what I'm getting. And if this is not young people, this is someone that's possibly new to something, or new, needing some guidance with something that they're actually just stepping into. So take that however that resonates. However that resonates. And then lastly with the world, the Wheel of Fortune, I'm sorry, not the world, the Wheel of Fortune, we have the energy of luck, right? The world brings in a sense of luck, a sense of support and groundedness from our higher source, from our creator, a time of really moving ahead. This is good karma, right? That's being played out for you. Destiny, right? Fortune, ups and downs in life. But I'm feeling like this is like the up and up. So for someone, the cycles are changing, and it's changing in your favor, I'm feeling. But let's get clarifications. What is this wheel, Spirit? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for my viewer? Whoever's resonating with this. Ooh, we got the Queen of Swords, okay. And the Ace of Wands. So there's a new, something new, new ideas, new inspiration that's coming in. And it's coming in very strongly as well. Yeah, very strongly as well. Because the Queen of Swords, well, let's start with the Ace of Wands, which talks about new energy. It talks about new inspiration and possibly a new direction coming towards you, a new creation of some kind. And then the Queen of Swords adds on to that by bringing in the energy of clarity, crystal clarity. And, ooh, my nose is itching. It feels like something's just like tickling my nose. Crystal clarity, but it also brings in that very nurturing, comforting energy. Very strong and committed as well, and loving. So maybe that's the energy that's needed. I feel like there's something that's turning in your favor. It could also be concerning what's happening. Just trying to find your footing in everything that's going on, not being too coddling, right? But not being too far offish, because there is a sense of nurturing that's needed as things are turning in this new way for you. I feel like things are lining up with what you've asked for. So there's a need to be very practical about it, whatever this is. Very practical. Like, not really, I'm not getting a lot of heart energy here, but I'm getting like practical energy. Okay, and so practical, what I mean by that is when someone comes to you, instead of being heart-led or heart-focused, and it's like, oh, tell me about it, you know, oh, I'm so sorry, oh, you know, giving them the love and the support. But on the other side of that, instead of going in a way that would coddle, right? A child is taking the practical approach and saying, oh, okay, what happened? Let's find out what happened, right? Let's go through the steps and see where it is that you took the wrong turn, or where it is that the error was made, and see how we can identify that and what things we can do to correct that, so that we can end up where we want to be, or so that we don't fall into that error again, right? It's taking the practical approach to this is what I'm getting. Whatever this is, I almost feel like there's an energy of coaching or mentorship. There's something here. Some direction that's being given or needed here. So let's get some oracle cards. That's the energy I'm feeling. All right, so we have exposed and revealed. Definitely some things being opened up and seen for what they are. There could be things that were hidden at one point in time that is actually being opened up and made known and exposed, right? We did have the High Priestess that popped out here with this 5 of Inspiration as I did sense a bit of young energy, but it also could be being new to something as well. So either or, this could have something to do with something being opened up. Something being opened up and exposed for what it is. Yeah. And so this could actually be in regards to understanding self more, or a need to understand self more so that it's not perceived in a certain way that wouldn't be serving to the individual. Understanding why patterns exist or why we choose to do things a certain way. And it's diving in, like that energy I was saying, it's not really a time to coddle, but it's a moment of exploration and understanding on a deeper level of why there is a method that's chosen or why things are being perceived in a certain way. It's that kind of energy, almost like a learning moment. In addition to that, we have the Rose's Kiss. Ladybugs could definitely be significant for someone here. And this is talking about joy being experienced. Of course, this does look like a very beautiful, joyous card. This is an experience of pleasure, some type of deep satisfaction and enjoyment, and the 5 sensory reality. This could be in being able to provide this. I feel like there's a level of karma that's coming around, but it's good karma as things are being turned in your favor. It's the experience behind seeing and experiencing things through our physical senses, being in the world, connecting with things. Yeah. And being in control of how you're perceiving that and how you're experiencing that. There's a joy that's going to be felt here. And then healing the heart is just what it is, right? Doing things and understanding in a way that will bring in what is needed. What is needed? And if that means making amends, it's that. Right? If it means willingness to release past pains and disappointments, or being responsible and accountable for our own actions, it's taking the time to get healthy, to allowing renewal and rebirth to happen after a certain level of suffering. It's after the pain is what I'm hearing. And so what is this, Spirit? Yeah. Let's get one last card as we end this reading. One last card. I think we're making good time. sacrifice, and trust, right? And so sometimes surrender is very painful, right? Having to go through the hard times or the times where we're having to give more than we're receiving, just difficult things, however that, relates with this particular message. And understanding that as we look back, especially, that it was a time that God was actually cutting away all that needed to go, illusions, obsessions, addictions, excuse me, releasing all of that, all in the name of love, sacrificing it to love. It could also be having to feel that sense of control over what's happening in our lives, being able to release that. It would be wonderful if people could align themselves in the way that we see things, especially our children, right? Wouldn't the world be such a greater place? But it doesn't happen that way, because we all have our own paths. We all have our own road to travel. Even our children, we have to give them that space. It's releasing that to love, being a guiding, supportive energy, but also releasing them or it to go the way that it needs to go. And then trusting in the divine, right? To bring out of those things, our deepest longings. These are things that we don't even realize we long for, that's going to satisfy us like we never knew could, exist, and trusting, right? Trusting us to know once these things are done, that we'll know how to handle them, basically, is what this is saying. Once they're done. And so whoever this resonated with, I feel like you will know if it's for you. I don't necessarily find myself speaking anything that isn't already known. The messages come through just as confirmation for things that you already know. And so either it fits or it doesn't. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. If this is your your first time listening, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate you coming to continuously share your energy. It's not taken lightly. And so, yeah, this is the message for today. Just a couple of short, quick messages. If you feel led, I have a link below, a couple of links where you can actually you can donate if you want to support the channel. And if you want to schedule a personal session, you are most welcome to do that as well. Just click the calendar link below. I think it's Calendly, and you can select a time that's good for you. My messages are pre-recorded, 15-minute increments, right? And so you would get to ask one question. Usually I feel like I'm really drawn to purpose-driven questions, but all questions are fair game, and I will definitely open up and see what Spirit has to say to us, to you, right? So with that being said, that's the message for today. Thank you for stopping by. Until next time, practical. We're in a time of being practical, okay? Practicality is where it's at. So until next time, take care. Bye.